everybody doing today? I'm doing well. It's time to do a bit of work. Not quite ready yet. I'm still getting a couple things. So I bought a whole bunch of parts. For my guitar. I'm not putting them all on today because some of them are difficult and require soldering, and I don't have my soldering iron yet. Okay, so yeah, I bought a bunch of parts for this guitar, and we're gonna look at them. We're going to look at them real quick, and then we're going to install some of them. So what I want to do is I want to, what I've been calling, like, I want to do like a blackout. So what I mean by a blackout is I want to, I'll show you actually as we go through. I've got a black pickguard to put on the front and the matching back plate to go on the back. We got the black pickup covers that can go over the pickups. We got a black neck brace to go on the back. This is a black input jack. We might just like unscrew it. I can't solder in the jack. Some black volume knobs, a black nut. So like that's something we're not going to be tackling today for sure. I'm not learning how to do a nut tonight. We've got string trees that we can change. So we're going to be doing a bit of that. So put all this in here, and I got black screws as well because the screws are normally silver. We got some black screws. That's not all. We've got some more stuff as well. Again, we're not doing this all today. We're only doing some of it. But I also got these are locking tuners. They're also black. So right now this doesn't have locking tuners. So we're going to replace those with some locking tuners. That's the thing I actually want to do first because it's the most important thing for me right now is the locking tuners. So now if you've been following along, you know we've got black tuners, you know we got a string tree, a pick guard, pickup covers, we got these knobs, we got an input jack. The only two things we haven't replaced yet are this, which I'm going to be honest, I don't have one of these yet, but I can get one locally for probably like $1. I couldn't find them for any less than like $12 on Amazon, and I'm not paying $12 for this little tiny piece of plastic. I'm just not. So I'll wait. That can stay white for now, or I'll just take it off. I don't care. I can wait. So that, and the only other thing we haven't looked at yet is this silver bridge, which, that's what we have here, a new bridge. So this is something we won't be tackling tonight, but a nice black bridge. And one thing I really like about this tremolo arm is it's not threaded. It just goes in and there's a set screw here. So between this better, I believe, similar style tremolo and the locking tuners, I think we're actually going to be able to use the tremolo instead of blocking it like we were going to do before. And I believe we did shove something in there, but we're going to take it out because I think this is going to fix all that. But we're not getting into the bridge today. So the things we're not doing today, we're not doing the bridge, we're not doing the nut, we don't have that cap, we're not resoldering the input jack, but we will take off the nut and take this off, and we'll just like sandwich it onto the black input jack. So we're going to do as much as we can in a reasonable amount of time. I don't want to be up all night. So if you remember, we just put these strings on recently. So we're going to be saving these and putting them right back on, which is another reason we're not doing the bridge tonight. These are like pretty new. I'm not replacing them yet. Yeah, we're gonna, one thing I noticed since I did the setup is I did file the 6th string a bit like too low. So that string now buzzes. But we've got 2 brand new nuts. They're both black. So we can try if we take a mistake. But actually not that so if I screw up twice, that's also okay. I'll just have to live with one of them. I'd rather not keep gluing and knocking them off. That can't be good for the neck. But like in terms of like, I can't like really screw myself over too bad. If I mess up twice, I'll probably just bring it to a professional and be like, hey, help me out. Can you do this for me? And can I watch? I want to get these locking tuners on because I finally figured out how to start recording. So the sooner I can get the nut on, the sooner we can start recording. Well, we might be able to record before then, but we're going to be doing some recording soon. Ow! Ooh. I just stabbed myself. Ah. That's how small the gauge is. The frickin' G just punctured my finger. Ow. That hurt. Grab the string, and I shoved my finger into the end of the string, so that was fun. Okay, we are going to replace these tuners and the string tree for sure. Go get a band-aid for this stuff. You know what? I'm do welding. Gonna bring me a band-aid. Okay. So, now that we got that done, let's unbox these tuners. And we're just going to leave the strings in the bridge like that because we're using the same ones. So yeah, these should fit right in. Probably the only chance of doing it properly. Really hard to do when it's on the pad of your thumb like that. That's better. Okay. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move for a sec so I can flip this. Actually, while we're back here, now is a perfect time for this. So this screw was actually stripped. We've got new screws, so we're going to use those. And I believe it's the screw and not the actual hole. Actually, hold on. I am going to have to BRB real quick. Hold on. I'm back, and I brought something to wash the body of the guitar with. Just the body, not anything crazy. And my magnetic parts dish, so that I don't lose all these little screws. Because they're not going back in the guitar, right? I got a new set, so. Okay, so yeah, let's get these tuners on. Some black tuners. It's gonna look really cool. And the back plate here. What I want to do with this Strat, so the end result of this Strat is going to be, we're gonna put new pickups in it, and it's gonna actually, oh yeah, this is the stripped screw. It's gonna probably have to stay there for a little bit. But the idea is gonna be, we're going to put DiMarzio hot rails in it, and those hot rail pickups actually are humbuckers, so they don't hum, or yeah, they don't hum like the single coils do. And in the center position we can actually put a super stacked coil, which also doesn't hum but kind of gives you a single coil-ish sound, or we can put another hot rail. We can kind of do whatever we want. So again, we're going to leave this part alone for now, and I'm not going to do this either because I don't want to mess with the neck right now. But we can start with this, and got some screws here. Oh wow, the light kind of really sucks right there, doesn't it? Maybe I'll turn the guitar around. Would that make it look better? Ah, we'll do it after this. There's no point in changing everything. Oh, is this not going to work? Oh, it's upside down. That's why. Yeah, there we go. Because they don't make me drill holes, then it's not. Perfect. Good. Perfect. So, I bought a whole bunch of black accessories for this Strat, and we're currently swapping them, well, a bunch of them out. There's some of them I don't want to get into tonight because I'm already kind of tired, but we're going to switch out this back plate. I got some locking tuners we're going to throw on it. I've got a new pick guard. I technically have a new plate for right there. We're really far behind. Oh wow, it is actually the, that is unfortunate. I think that is actually that hole that music's loud. Oh, sorry, I can fix that. Give me one sec. Oh, I see what's happened. Hold on. I used to use Wavelink, and Wavelink sucks now and it breaks everything. So I just need to do this a bit differently. Yeah, perfect. So that should be better. But yeah, the delay is really bad, so I apologize for that. There we go. Okay, so. Oh, that chat is really in the way. Here, I'll just turn it off for now. But as you can see, the delay is pretty far back, so I'll just turn that off for now. But yeah, the hole there is actually stripped and not the screw. So we'll have to fix that. Yeah, I used to use Wavelink, and it was a lot easier to control some of the volume stuff, but ever since they released Wavelink 3, a lot of stuff is not great. It just kind of doesn't work anymore. Crashes all the time, like midstream. So I'm now using, like, I regressed in technology. I've got a hardware mixer over there so that I can more easily do things. The goal here is to eventually do some recording streams. So the only way that I can listen to my computer and actually get zero latency monitoring through my Scarlett interface is if they can both go through a speaker. So I need to actually mix the computer audio out with the monitor out of the Focusrite and feed that into not even a pair of monitors, it's a pair of edifier speakers that are actually for my record player. So our setup is kind of jank, but it's also fine. We need some better monitors. It's been a long time since I've done some of this music stuff, so I got some gear to get back that I don't have anymore. Not much. Really just those monitors is all I need. Although a new audio interface would go a long way too. Is that in? That might actually work. Cool. No, that's definitely stripped, but if it doesn't... Actually, maybe we will do this for now. Just so that it doesn't fall out. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to buy a new set of screws. Okay, now flip this over. So we got some locking tuners we're going to put in. We got a new faceplate to put on. We got new pickup covers. We got new pot covers. I'm working on a Yamaha all day, using the wrong size screws. Somehow cracked. Oh no. Yeah. So my gear is all old. It's just been a long time since I've used it. I think this is 10. It is, maybe? No? Or wait, am I? Oh, I'm just crazy. It is 10. There we go. I'm just kind of getting into doing the repair stuff myself now because I've owned these instruments for a long time. When I was younger, I was using them too much. I feel like I couldn't really afford to have a guitar that was more or less broken because I couldn't do it. So I just didn't. And I would take it places because I played in a band and we played in a lot of different places. So I kind of always needed to have my instrument in playing condition. But that was a long time ago. Now, I don't really want to pay to have it done because I've got a bunch of guitars. And I don't want to pay to have them all done. They all need their action done. Most of them could use some new hardware. Like now that I'm an adult and have money, I can do things like locking tuners. But when you're a student, you can't really afford all the bells and whistles. So now we can take those instruments and dress them up. And a lot of, little things like locking tuners or learning how to file a nut. So like, oh no, what the shit? Wow, where'd that go? Oh, right here. That is the only one that's fallen out. Are these all supposed? What the? Wow, yeah, those all could have fallen out, but none of them did. Wow. I thought there was a screw on the back. There's not. Cool. I'm pretty lucky. I haven't had any major incidents or any real reason to do any repairs, so but yeah, now this is kind of like a learn with me kind of thing. Last week we were doing neck relief. We did steel wool on the frets, so like we had to mask the whole neck. We conditioned the fretboard. We took it completely apart. Like we had the bridge was pretty much off it. We had most of the screws out of it. Yeah, we had it pretty much completely apart. I don't think we took the neck off the body. I can't remember, but I don't think we did. And that was like 2 weeks ago. And then since then, I had the idea to black out everything on here, which is what we're doing now. I got a picture I can show on stream of another guitar that we're working on. I'm not going to go dig it out, but it's got a custom paint job of a bunch of D20s. And like what I'm calling a plague druid and a dragon fighting. Or maybe they're on a team, who knows. But that was some really cool art that I had done recently when I was at a convention. String trees. Do that while we're here too. I don't know if I'm going to screw them into the neck because the other ones weren't screwed in. I'm just going to dump these here so that they don't go everywhere. Is this too long? Maybe? Anybody in chat know if I need to use the height adjusters on a string tree, or should I just do what's already on there? Because this one doesn't have anything for spacers, and this has several spacers I could be using to like lift it up. If I lift it up, is that gonna... Oh, my toolbox is shifting. If I use one of these stands to make it higher, is that going to change the angle like of attack towards the nut and screw up all of my neck relief? Is that what's going to happen? That would be my guess. We'll try it just as is for now, but that's my guess on what would happen, because that's why this is here. I would guess is to change the angle between the tuning head and where it contacts the nut, so that you can have lower action. So I would guess that if I raise that, I'm going to have a bad time. But that's okay, I don't have to use the standoff. This should be towards me a bit more. There. I can't help but feel like this is too long of a screw though. There is holes back here. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a hole. We're good. I thought I felt the screw coming through. But I'm gonna put my whole hand there so there's just no way that I could miss it. Oh, there it is. So I was like, I smell the soap. Where's the water? Okay. Whoa. There we go. That's done. There is screws back there. Or sorry, there are screws back there. So we can actually use those. Well, maybe we can't? Oh, yeah, we just got to do this. Or will any of those work? No, they won't. Woo, don't fall. That's okay, I don't think we need to use them. I'm not gonna... We didn't have any screws in there to start, so I think we can just ratchet them down from the top like they were before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we can take off this band-aid now. I think we're done bleeding. We stabbed ourselves with a string earlier. My least favorite kind of stabbing. In the tip of my finger. I don't know what my most favorite would be. Not me, I guess. And yeah, these aren't just black. They're also locking, which is an improvement. We didn't have locking before. We just had regular old tuners. Let me make sure that I got these in the same direction. Ready? It's up to me to get them straight. Oh no. This is impossible. Guys, I give up. Oh no. What have I done? Okay. We're gonna need something. Like a ruler. Maybe? Loosen that. How can I do that? You come off strap. This is not good. Hold on. I don't know how. I'm gonna get them all straight. Whoa, come on. I'm gonna have to sit here for a sec. This is actually a really good strap. That's why I didn't need strap locks. Okay. What can I line these up with? Oh, we can do this. We can line them up across the holes at the top. Ooh. That'll be. That's actually not too bad to eyeball. And just tighten it down. Finger tight, so like actually finger tight. I think that's straight. Let's see here. If not, I guess we can always fix it later. You just gotta loosen it a little bit. So far though, loving the look. I'll get a closer up of it a little bit. If we do a bit more. Really liking the look of it though, and this is gonna help keep it in tune so much better. Oh, I guess I could like fix this a little bit so that I'm in frame. Okay, so that needs to, I think that if I brought it over here, that would, hold on a sec, I'll fix that. Didn't realize how out of frame I was. Here's the overhead view. Oop. Okay, come here, bud. You go. Oh, you're careful if you might hurt yourself. Good night. See you in the morning, okay? Okay. I think that's straight. Like I said, if it's not, all you really got to do is loosen off that lug a little bit. I can turn this way though so that I can at least kind of talk into it. What if I pull this over like this? That's probably a bit better. Oh yeah, now it's... That's the only hard part about doing streams like this, is you kind of need like a billion different camera angles. And like easy ways to move microphones. Like there's a mic right here that is actually being filtered out right now by the NVIDIA broadcast system. So there's a lot of stuff like that that has to happen. But after you stream for a really long time, and you kind of understand how OBS works, you can eventually figure it out. There, I gotta move this here though for a sec so that I can stand the guitar up. I can move it again in a sec. Almost went without a washer. And that would have been the only one without one. So what are we doing today? We are changing out a bunch of hardware on this strap. So what used to be silver will be black. Same with what used to be white. We're not changing the bridge today, although we have a bridge to put in. That's too much work for tonight, but we have one. We also have a nut, but again, I'm not doing that tonight. We'll have to do that another day. So if that interests you, come back another day. We will be doing that. As well as I want to do some recording streams. I want to do some covers of some video game music. I think that would be really fun. Is the music still going, or did the music stop? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Oh man, we're at different points in the song. That's crazy. Hold on. There. I'll just turn up my speakers a bit. That's what I'll do. Oh, you know what I should do before everybody dies? I should turn down the alerts. That was a good catch. By turn down the alerts, I mean put on an audio limiter, so if one of them is really loud by accident, we don't blow our ears out. That was good thinking. I got it. Okay, cool. My music is now turned up. I'm good. So, this is the last of the... Right? Yeah, I did. Last of the tuners. I really like the way the black tuners look on it. Okay, so now we can keep going. We've got a lot more work to do. Where is that box? We're going to put the old ones back in. So these are the old ones. They're just Fender, stock Fender tuning. And this can come back over here again. Again, everything has to change all the time. Anytime I move, I need to be able to move these mics. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Okay, these are just standard Fender tuning pegs, and they're not locking. They were fine, but I wanted locking ones, and I want to replace the silver with black. So we're going to put these away because we're actually going to keep these. We have other Strats and other necks that currently don't have tuning pegs right now. So we're going to recycle these. Probably the pickguard too for a little bit. Definitely the pickups. Everything we take off of these guitars, we're going to recycle onto other guitars. So as I upcycle these guitars, I've also got crappier guitars that could be upcycled with parts like these. So we'll also be fixing up those as well. So like when I switch out all the pickups in this, I'm going to put these pickups into another guitar that had crappier pickups. The Tex-Mex pickups in this are still good. There's nothing wrong with them. Same with, again, all these screws, the string tree, all this stuff, we can save it and reuse it. And yeah, those guitars are just behind me in closets and stuff. It's not like I have to go get new guitars to do this with. I've already got them. It's all part of the plan. The only thing I'm unsure about is I don't know if I have screws for the pickups. I don't know how long those are, so I'm going to leave them in for now. But once we get the pickguard off, we'll examine it. I might have to keep 2 silver screws in this, or 6, I guess, 2 per pickup. If I don't have any screws that are black, that'll work. But when we get the new pickups, it's going to come with black mounting hardware because we're just going to order it straight from DiMarzio and get what we want. Okay. And yeah, the hope is to make this kind of like a sleeper Strat. We've got a white Strat that we're putting black hardware on. I've also got a black Strat that I want to put white and silver hardware on. And that one's going to sound like a traditional Strat with the Tex-Mex pickups in it. And this one is going to, in the end, sound actually like a very heavy guitar. It's probably going to be tuned like half a step down all the time with a heavier string gauge as well. And we're just really going to lean into it being like a heavy guitar. All this stuff is going to have to come off because the box is going to have to come off as well. Oh, Oh yeah, I don't have screws that long. So there's no way that's gonna happen. That's okay. We'll fix that at a later date. It's gonna be almost perfect. So yeah, right now we're changing out this faceplate with a faceplate to match the back cover that you saw earlier. So the screw for this as well, so this screw for, these are black for some reason, or they look black anyway, maybe they're just to be a different metal, I don't know. Oh, I might want to go get some tin foil too, so that we can maybe make it a little bit quieter while we're at it. Is this the right size? No. Oh, what size are potentiometers? Google. What size are for a guitar ball? 3/8? Okay. 3/8. No. What if it's not 3/8? Okay. But it's not 3/8. It's 1/2 inch. Is it? Is that actually 1/2 inch? Yeah, it's 1/2 inch. Why? I don't have contact cleaner, or I would do that. Go. Okay, pots are out. Close that switch. Next is these. We are not going to be rehiding these tonight either. That's going to be another day. Oh my goodness. These screws. Come on. Are these not doing what I want? It is. It's just really, really slow. Let's see what's happening now. Yeah. Wow. Oh, good. Whatever this stuff was is destroyed. And that is actually what's causing this to be really crappy. There was plastic in here. Oh. So that's like to stop noise. That should be a spring. But I'm guessing interference maybe. Oh no. Does this not just come off? This is the worst idea they ever had. Holy shit. You can't save those screws without destroying this. It's like stuck into the threads. Okay. Okay, so like the pick guard, or not pick guard, the pickup covers are like, here, we're gonna have to do it this way. Hold on. I don't like this. This was a stupid design. Like, how am I supposed to get that out? Like, you like have to wreck this stuff to get it. I like pull it out. Yeah, I don't care if I wreck it. Like it's gonna get destroyed either way. So if I can it's just like a rubber that's like hardened, like around the threads, is all that's happened. It's like it doesn't turn. Yeah, it's just wrecked. You can tell it used to be like a rubber that would come off easily, but like I really don't understand like why they used it. What's the purpose? What's it do? It seems like it really screws up being able to adjust the height of the pickups, that's for sure. Like in other models I've had, I'm certain that these were springs. So like, I don't know. I don't know if I have springs though, so we're gonna have this, you know, could be fun. Time to wreck 2 more. Oof. Oh, was that actually like a piece of it that went flying? I don't know. Wait. What's this? What? Where'd that come from? What? The switch? I'm confused. I don't know what happened. Something like moved and it looked like it flew, but I don't think it did. So I'm just crazy. Yeah, this stuff is like stuck in the threads. This one is like almost salvageable though. It did come off. Why did that top one not? This one I don't think is gonna either. No, this one's, I think one of them maybe survived. What a terrible product. I mean, it is old, but from like 2008, I think, is the year this one is. I bought it a bit later than that, but the serial number indicates that it was made in 2008. So yeah, I'm just going away at tweezers and pulling this like plastic thing that should be a spring out of the threads of this bolt because I need it. It's the worst. Wouldn't be so bad if it was like that one that actually came out. but it's just stuck inside the threads there. That one is half salvaged-ish. Okay, last one. And then we can start putting them on the next one. Okay. I guess like when I'm sitting here thinking like what happened to this stuff, like there were times that these guitars got left in cars for days. Super hot temperatures. Super low temperatures. It did get like super abused, so maybe it's just not supposed to be abused that bad. But it's only the bridge pickup. Every pickup I go a little bit higher, it's a little bit better. Like the middle pickup was a bit better than the bridge. The neck one is like fine, almost. Yeah. I think it is fine. See, like the pickup cover came out with it for the most part. Oh, this one's a little gunk. It's a little shit there. Only 3 of them were saved. Of this 3, 4 maybe. So 2 of them were destroyed for sure. I don't even know. Some of them came out, some of them didn't. We'll see what we can do. There, put that down. Now we are getting a soldering iron, so if we screw up real bad here, it's okay. We'll just be out of commission for a little bit. So, bye-bye red. You served well. And, hello new pickguard. Okay. We've got some black pickup covers. I don't know if there's anything I can do to these to like... Ooh. That might be corrosion? I don't know. I don't like it. Okay. Okay, so first we're going to have to put the pickup cover on. And then we're actually going to have to start the screws because they have to go through the shielding. Where did I put that? There we go, a little bag of screws right here. I love it when I look back at the YouTube preview and it's like really, really far behind and I'm like, wow. But yeah, I need to use one of these screws to poke the hole. Cool. I might have to get springs, I think, but I don't know how this is, or if this will work without them. I mean, I'm sure it will. screw. Oh, I shouldn't have pulled that. That was a bad idea. Don't do that. Be nice to it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to actually like tighten it down, I think. Or like this is gonna be weird. I think it's gonna stay obnoxiously high for a bit until we get springs, probably. This is the bottom pickup, so this is the middle. Oh God. Is that going like this or like this? I should have paid more attention there, huh? I would think that they all go the same direction, yeah? Because all the grounds connect? It's like that one's gonna go in this way, and then this one's gonna go in this way, right? I think. You can always flip them if it sounds like trash. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get springs, and we can look at that next week, because I'm sure the guitar store, Long and McQuaid, will have some. We'll just go get them. Or whatever product, I don't care what, but like they must have them. I don't know how they're gonna sell them to me or how much they're gonna cost, but if they cost a crap ton, and they're not going to give me many of them, and we'll maybe rethink it, but hopefully it'll just be fine. This pickguard does have a crap ton more shielding on it, so that's good. Maybe we got to tighten them on all the way and then loosen them off, and that's how we can adjust the height later. Maybe. That seems pretty good for now. But maybe this top guy here, oh, that even seems pretty good. Maybe a bit more here. Okay. Last pickup. Cover. we've got input jack, and that might be it for tonight. Oh, the knobs. That'll only take a second, but the knobs for the pots. And then, yeah, on Wednesday, we'll go to Long and McQuaid's and see if we can get some screws or some springs for these pickup some springs for these pickup screws, and a black tip for the selector switch. Because I didn't want to pay the price Amazon wanted because it was ridiculous. There we go. What the shit? No! It's upside down. No! Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Yeah, no, it is. Right? I don't think this is... Which pot has the cap on it? These are the tones and this is the volume. So the volume should go here. Yeah, no, that's messed up. You mean, wait, if I spin that, does that, no. Yeah, see, that's, this one here is the shortest, which means it's the bridge one. Darn. Oops. Ah. Now it's going to take longer. Just swap them, no big deal. Just a few minutes wasted, that's all. One sec, guys. I'm gonna put on a BRB real quick here. 1 sec. There we go. Had to move a couple things. Okay, so we got to switch these two pickups because I put them on upside down. I put the top on the bottom and the bottom on the top. And that matters because I don't have a soldering iron. So I can't resolder the stuff right now. I'm getting one, but I don't have it yet. But yeah, I don't have it yet, so I can't resolder anything. So I gotta flip these so that all the wiring will fit. Oh. And then maybe I don't know when we're gonna get to doing the bridge. Maybe we'll wait for the soldering iron to come in so we can redo all the connections. That's what I'd like to do, and I'd also like to put some shielding in there. I don't think I would need the shielding with the pickups I'm going to put in there, but I would rather have it and not need it. Than not have it and then need it, because the tape isn't that expensive. And I'm gonna need it for the other guitars anyway, so I may as well learn how to do it in this Strat because it's my better one, so I'll just learn how to do it here. Okay, so this one goes in the top. This was the mistake we made. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, this goes here. I was right though about them all pointing the particular direction, so like all of them pointing down, so that the ground would be closer to where the pot needed to be. Unfortunately, I had the wrong pickup. So right idea, but not the right pickup at all. So yeah, we'll just put these ones back in. And again, I know there should be springs in these, but the thing that was in there was like a weird rubber that like completely disintegrated because Fender sucks. Because yeah, it kind of died, so we need springs. But this is the best we can do for now. And then once we get the soldering iron, we can also try taking apart my broken wah pedal. And I'm also going to try to either build or mod pedals. We'll see. Depends on what I can get my hands on for cheap. And just kind of mess around with some stuff, make some sounds. We're going to use Reaper in the next few streams once we get this all back together. The big thing was getting the locking tuners, so that we're definitely going to be staying in tune. I don't want to stop every 2 seconds to tune on stream, so locking tuner was essential for stream, and we have that now. I like that these screws were already kind of black. They're like oxidized. Yeah, maybe they're just kind of rusty, but they're not super polished silver anyway. Okay, last one. And yeah, we will be getting new pickups, which is why I don't super care about making sure that we had new screws here. And we're just gonna replace them with cheap springs and stuff, because this whole assembly will be replaced in the near future. It's not worth messing with now. We're just trying to get it usable until we can replace it. That's all we're aiming for right now. These screws are so much longer than I want them to be right now. Okay. There we go. Now these will fit right in. 1, 2, 3. These all started so that they don't fall out. We're almost done. This will be our first guitar with locking tuners. And we put them on it ourselves. Cool. So next, we are going to poke a little hole for the switch here. Is this pointing up? It is. Center in the middle there. Oh, maybe it does go this way, does it? Be careful. Go that way. Okay. Wait. It does, yeah, okay. Okay. One. Then we can start putting it back on. If I'm going to, I was also debating putting tin foil in there, but if I'm gonna get the copper tape, I'll just wait. We'll do that then. Oh, whoa. Okay, cool. That's one. It's gonna look real weird with the white switch tip though. Everything else is gonna be black. That's okay though. It'll be fine. Okay. Like it's from a pot, but I don't care. I'm not doing anything about it right now anyway. Okay. You know, now's one of those times where I'm like, hey, maybe I should have like test fit or something before we did some of this, but it's gonna fit, right? There's no reason to believe that it wouldn't, right? Oh, it's not. I don't think there would have been any reason to believe that it wouldn't fit. What's going on here though? Oh, my wires don't line up with where they're supposed to. And it's making things not fit. But I don't think this has anything to do with the pick guard. I think it's just that the wires are wax coated. And I just don't think that they're setting in the correct location. Too thick? Like it's slightly off. Maybe not even. I can't even tell. gonna have to put in a couple screws and see what happens. We're gonna poke maybe the holes through here so I can see first, maybe. So like there's a few of them here that need to be cleared out.
Deep in the ocean down below, where dark and dangerous waters flow,
Like I can't really tell
concealed within this
if there's
vivid
foil
glow,
or if I just can't
there's a
see.
place I once called home, but I'm not supposed to stay, 'cause loneliness drives me away. So I'll be strong, I have no choice.
Okay, yeah,
Call out in
it was
song
just me being stupid,
and
I
use
think.
my voice.
Pretty sure
Through
everything's
coral
fine.
banks and caves so vast, I seek the truth, search for my past. Don't let my aim get out of sight until the answers comes to light. And while my journey sets me free, I use my strength to finally
Like I can tell the hole there just a little bit bigger.
behind the barrier, the secret of Aquaria, of Aquaria, of Aquaria, of Aquaria, of
Put this screw in. Let me put one of it in. I want it to be fully in, but I'm going to back it off so it will still move. Interesting. Something isn't quite right. I just gotta run these wires better. I think that's all the problem. I think the wires are just constricting the movement a bit too much. Oh, that felt good. Something kind of like snapped into place, and now it seems like pretty much everything lines up. Yeah, oh, okay. Cool. Let's line up. That one. That one's in the right spot, and I think this one is. Yeah. Interesting. They seem to be like the tiniest bit off, but not really. I think it's okay though. We'll see. Worst case, we have to fill in the holes and re-drill. It's all going to be under the pick guard anyway, so it's not like I can really wreck anything. I think this looks sick though. Gonna look even nicer with the bridge in there, but we're not doing that tonight. As soon as we get this done, like as soon as I get everything back together, I guess we're doing the input jack too, but we're putting it all back together, throwing the input jack on, stringing it back up, and that's it. Ah, whoa. I don't know where that went. I know it's on the tray, or it could be under the tray. Is it under the tray? That would be great. It is under the tray. I was gonna say, if it's in the tray, there's a bunch of screws in the tray. It could be any of them. See, I think this looks great. Should look into getting black strings for it. I know that's a thing. I know they used to make colored strings. I wonder what material they're made of and how that affects the sound. I'm pretty partial to my Ernie balls. Maybe Ernie Ball has colored ones. What do we need? Only a few more left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again, the only thing I'm a bit disappointed for is the fact that the pickups stick up so high, which I'm going to be honest, if I just start unscrewing them and they don't go down, that's going to be a problem for Monday, because the music shop isn't open tomorrow and I'm not screwing around with that all night. If they don't go down, I'll just leave it unstrung and I'll just wait. I have another guitar I can use for now. But I'm really hoping that either they're not so high that the strings can't go over, or that when I back them off that they do go down. But we will see. But I think the black looks really cool. I liked the red though, don't get me wrong, the red was cool too. I had the red on there for like, I don't know, a really long time since I've owned it. But the black, I think looks really cool. It'll look even better with the black bridge, but again, not doing that tonight. I don't have time to do that tonight, but we'll get there. What was this? Oh yes, this was pickup numbers. Let me put these in here too. Grab these screws. And again, we're putting cool good stuff in this guitar, and then we're gonna use these parts to upcycle other guitars that I have as well. So we're gonna keep all these parts because they are Fender authentic parts. Still tons of these screws left too. Okay. Put these volume knobs on, or the volume and tone. This is a set of 3. They match. They're just blacked out. Come on. How small is the set screw? Oh, I got kerning ones. Even better. Oh, did they not? What? There. Just gotta push a little harder than I thought I did. Gotta push harder than I was comfortable. Oh. I like it. We'll pick it up at the end so you can actually kind of see it in a better light, but I really like it. Save these little baggies. We got a whole bunch of screws that we can put in. And last thing we're going to do here is the input jack. Unfortunately, we're cursed with keeping this for right now. I mean, maybe that might be okay. I don't know. It'll do for today. Okay. So for this, what size are you? Also 1/2 inch? Yes. Because we are going to do a brand new input jack later. So for now, we're just going to use this input jack until we do the resoldering. Okay. Is it? No, it's still stuck on there. Yeah. Let's grab this lug. Here we go. Now we can take this off. Come on, there we go. That can go there. Come on. Oh, why? Why? Yeah, this Strat is also super noisy, which is why we want to do the foil later. This is the last part. Why you gotta do this? Are you? No, you're not even on. Okay. Come on. It shouldn't, like, this shouldn't be tight. Okay, I guess this actually doesn't fit this. Okay. That's actually too small, so we'll have to use this. Use the black washer, whatever. When we get the new input jack in, it'll be fine. Where'd that go? There it is, okay. You can go there. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Either way, that'll be good enough for right now. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now it's possible we screwed up the soldering on any number of these parts while we did this. So if it doesn't work at the end, we know why, and we're buying a soldering iron, so it's not a big deal. Just means, I mean, we're not going to know until tomorrow anyway. Because I'm not going to turn on an amp this late at night, but we're going to restring it. Oof, there. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's not going to go well, is it? Yeah, oh goodness, they touch. Okay. If I loosen these, do they go down? Please? I think they will. Oh yeah, they will. You just gotta kind of push on them when you do it. Okay. We're gonna loosen them off a bunch. I think that's a bunch lower. Now they move a little bit because we don't have the springs. That's okay. It'll let us put it together tonight. That's all we need. We can finish up the last part. Okay. That low enough? Because again, we'll actually measure them out and do it properly another day. Once we get that in here and pull that tight, I think that will be. I think it'll pop out high enough. Okay. So now I gotta make sure that my locking tuner thing is loosened off. Okay. The cool thing about locking tuner Yo, on your projector, say something cool. No. I refuse. This guitar looks kind of cool. What kind of projector? Is it 4K? Am I at least in 4K? I'm only streaming in 1080, but... Are you thinking you're seeing 4K? Does it smell like 4K? You probably can't even hear me because I'm all the way on the other end of the room and the microphone's way over here. Oh no, that's not good. You gotta go up on top of this piece. I wasn't paying attention. No, that's okay. We'll fix it. You surprised me. There. All fixed. That's how long it takes. We have a new bridge, but I'm not doing that tonight. I've never done that before. We're not getting into that. We've already done too many things I've never done before. Like this locking tuner stuff, also stuff I've never done before. This is the first time I've ever had locking tuners. Can't wait to get the next part done though. Once I get this done, I'm buying a soldering iron soon, and we're going to replace these pickups. This input jack, it's the same input jack that we started with. We're going to replace it. We just replaced it with black hardware. It was silver before. So this pick guard was red a little earlier. These were all silver. These tuning heads at the top. If I pull it down a bit, you should be able to see them again. These tuning heads were silver. This was red. This was white. These were white. That was silver. So we did a lot of hardware upgrade. How are you doing tonight, though? Vegan, how are you doing? Not playing D&D, because it's not Wednesday. Oh, it's just... I'm sitting here trying to thread this through, and I haven't backed this off, so the hole's actually plugged, so it doesn't matter how like straight I am, it's plugged. There's no way for it to feed through. I really like these though. At the very least, enjoy the chill music. Doing this so that we can start doing some recording streams. You know, in hindsight, I really shouldn't have chopped that string off yet. Oh well. The worst case scenario, I gotta buy a new set of strings. They're not that expensive. These are new though, so it would be a bit of a shame. They're not like brand new, but they're new enough that I don't want to change them yet. So I just did the hardware stuff today, so just re-stringing it with what it had on. It's all bent at the end though, so it's hard to thread through. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these streams where we're repairing or working on guitars, because I got to learn how to do it. So if I'm going to learn how to do it, I got to get interested, or I'll not actually learn, and then I won't learn the skills. Then I'll have to pay the money, but I don't want to pay the money, which is why I got to learn the skills. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody has one or two of those things where it's like, I'm not going to pay someone to do that. I've never done it before, and I'm sure that I can. That's me with a lot of these repairs. Or like upgrades that I'm doing. It's like, I've never done this before, but I understand enough about the instrument that this should be easy. And sometimes, oh, what was that? Now sometimes, oh, that was the new input jack. Sometimes it takes me a lot longer and it's hard to figure out, but we haven't really hit anything that I can't do yet. It doesn't mean I haven't made any mistakes, but so far we've learned a lot. For anyone who doesn't know, the way locking tuners work is so once I feed the string through here, after that I can come into the back and I'm tightening something and it's actually pinching the string into place, so the string will now never back off no matter how tight like I kind of tension it, like while I'm tuning it up. It's now not going to slip because it's on that. And also, when I play, if it's not wound completely tight, that just won't happen, I guess is the point. It's not that it's going to do anything if that were to happen. That's not going to happen now. See if I can do these last two strings without stabbing myself for a second time. I have to loosen that off a bit, actually. Nope. I might have to cut this one. Oh, what, dude? Can I pull it straight somehow? Just like crimped a little at the end. They're like really hard to do. Can I do it with this? Yay! I'll hold it straight. Okay, last string, and then we can tune it up, and then we can be done. Oh, we made a mistake. Hold on. Easy fix though. Just have to go under this. Back over here. There we go. Okay, last string. Please just go where you're supposed to there. Oh, that's the wrong way. Go back up. There we go. I was loosening the tuner instead of tightening it. Okay, cool. So, find a tuner website. We'll tune up real quick. One sec here. One sec here, guys. I don't want to open a Reaper for this. Yeah, it seems like a waste. Online guitar. Okay, it looks like it's gonna work. So, oh no, I was an idiot over and over again. How many times? Twice. Once. One. Okay, I'll fix it. Please. Make sure these are all nice and tight. See, this one wasn't. It was... Wait. What's the matter? Okay. We should be able to tune up now. Okay. Let's see if it works. It appears to be. The tuner doesn't like it, but it seems to be coming through. I can see the signal. Oh, I gotta actually click it. Allow this time. Almost there.
Strange horizon, ready to go. Feast your eyes on a new world.
Good thing I bought a new nut, because I think I'm going to need that too.
A new place where you'll laugh and smile. Along the way,
Oh, I think some of this buzzing is just the string, the loose string up there.
no one can hold you back. Your fields full of mystery. The skies opened up and the soul
almost all done. This is the last string. Almost. Hate it. Hate it. We survived. Hate it. We're gonna stretch the strings here in a sec. Nice. Hold on. Oh, it's not. Nothing's routing to that. Okay. Well, it seems to be working. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on. This is on. You got the nice tuning heads. It's all black on the front now, except the pickup selector, which I think I like it this way, to be completely honest. Or did this have a plastic on it that I was supposed to peel off? It most certainly did. Oh no, I made the same mistake again. That's okay, I'm gonna have to take it all off to get to the pickups another time. So we can... This is the second time I've done this on this guitar though. When I first bought it, I did it. And I did it now. That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, we're gonna have to take it all off again when we get the soldering iron out anyway. So we'll just do this for now, and we'll actually finish it up later. I hate that they do that. It doesn't look like it's there. That's how nice it is. Or how flat it is. We'll pull these off and just fix this a bit more. Please come back off. Oh. Oh my goodness. These knobs are hard to get off. So are the other ones, I guess. So are the other ones. Yeah, after I do this, then I'm done for tonight. So good job. We did a good job. There we go. That's what I thought. Oh my goodness. Something's wrong with this one. There. Oh. Okay. Where did I put this third? Here we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's it for me today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me work on that guitar, but we'll be back another day.